Now, my name is I'm the first and only town marshal of Deadwood. Before we get started here, we got a big favor to ask of everybody. Looks like you're doing a pretty good job so far, and that is that you please stay on the sidewalks. You can sit on the curb, that's fine, but please do not step in front of that curb and definitely don't get out here onto these bricks. The reason for that is we're going to be using an 1858 Remington. It's a cap and ball revolver. It's a real gun. We load that thing up with 15 grains of black powder, and then instead of a lead ball, we pack it down with cream of wheat. Because we're serial killers. Oh, no groaning into a gunfight. Come on. Now, you'll be just fine as long as you stay up on those sidewalks. But if you were to happen to wander around here during this shootout, we would have to put a stop to the show for safety concerns. So we definitely don't want anybody getting injured. So stay where you're at, we'll be just fine. Now, there is one gunshot in this particular shootout. The shootouts that we're going to do later in the day have several gunshots in them. The reason for that is they are all true stories. We research our stories very thoroughly. In fact, in our library, right up here on the hill, we've got the Black Hills newspapers going all the way back to 1876. And they wrote very extensively about all the goings on here in the Gulch, including this particular incident. As hard as it's going to be to believe that this is a true story, it is a true story, and this is how it happened.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gents. We here at Deadwood Alive are about to reenact for you a true and accurate tale right out of Deadwood history. Now, back in September of 1876, the people of Deadwood decided they wanted a little law and order around here. So they hired this man, Con Stapleton, who you just met here, to be Deadwood's first and only town marshal. But according to the Laramie Treaty of 1868, the Black Hills, including Deadwood, were part of the Great Sioux Reservation, so Con really had no jurisdiction here at all. Now, despite that, Con's exploits were highly documented, including this strange but true tale of January 14th, 1877.
Well, he's out again.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's quiet, you know? And that's just the way I like it, too. All nice and peaceful like.
Yeah, that's a rare thing in this camp.
Well, you can say that again.
That's a rare thing in this camp.
It's just an expression, David.
What's the matter with you?
You know what? We gotta wake him up immediately here. He came home before it gets dark.
No. Leave him alone. He ain't hurting nobody. Besides, his old mule knows the way home without himself.
Hey,
He's waiting.
Now you did it.
Well, God bless the Union.
all right, to the Union. To the Union.
Union. No, that is horrible. Let's have another one.
General Sheridan.
General Sheridan.
Sheridan.
Oh, man. Yeah, something better than that.
All right, nobody move and nobody get hurt. That goes for you too, law dog. And you, wipe that stupid grin off your stupid face.
Hey!
Oh!
Oh, you missed my face.
You gonna do martial
Shut David! You took care of mine. I'm taking this scumbag to jail.
David, I can't believe he missed the marshal and shot you instead. David? Oh,
Boy, that was a close one.
oh David!
I could have been a goner.
David, you got a bullet hole right in the middle of your forehead.
What? I'm sure it's nothing good that sleep won't fix.
Come on, David, let me help you out of here.
I hate to be a bother to you.
No bother, David, no bother at all. Come on.
Well, here's you boys. Boys? Where'd they go? Oh, I must lock me up in here again all by my lonesome. Sure was dead in here tonight, though. Oh, Bob, you can't take her, so I'll be there in a minute. As soon as I take one more quick nap.
Well, folks, the strange gets only stranger. Not only did David Love walk out of Al Chapman's saloon that night, but he continued to walk the streets of Deadwood for 67 days with a bullet hole right there in the middle of his forehead. 67 days he walked around like that, until one day he got himself just a bit of a headache. Went to the El Centennial Hotel to take a nap, and he died in his sleep. Old Doc Babcock did the autopsy on him and said the only reason David had died is because a piece of bone had started to abscess in the wound. And that's the way things really were here in Deadwood, but old David Luck took a bullet to his noggin. Thank you much for coming, folks, and have a great Deadwood day. Well, howdy, folks. Oh, come on now. I know we can do better than that. Let's try that again now, all together. Howdy, folks. Now that's more like it. We are Deadwood Alive, and we bring history to life right here on Main Street, Deadwood, 6 days a week, all summer long. And today is the final day of our summer season, too. So, yeah. And we finish off each of our days throughout our summer season with the trial of Jack McCall at 8 o'clock every night, right beside entrance of the Franklin Hotel right up there at the top end of Main Street. Now, by applause, how many of you folks have heard of Jack McCall? Well, for those of you that don't know, Jack McCall is the fella that shot our friend Wild Bill Hickok inside the saloon number 10. He went on trial for that murder the very next day. Can everybody wave to Aunt Trudy? You can talk to Aunt Trudy right there at our information chuck wagon right after this show and get yourself some tickets for the trial of Jack McCall. We are in our 98th year of production of that play. It is one of the longest running stage plays in America. It's about 45 minutes to an hour long. A lot of fun for the whole family, and it's definitely a must-see while you are here in Deadwood, so you should definitely check that out. And like I said, tonight will be our final performance of the year of that play, so you should definitely check that out. Now, my name is Jacob Bortimer, and I'm a local shopkeep. In fact, I just had these nice fancy new windows installed at my store that just here the other day that I had shipped in from Cheyenne. You should come check that out after this show. But before we get started with this here gunfight, I got one big favor to ask of everybody, and that's that during this shootout that you please stay on the sidewalk. You can sit on the curb, that is just fine, but please do not step in front of that curb, and definitely don't get out here under the bricks. And the reason for that is we're going to be using 1858 Remingtons. They are cap and ball revolvers. They are real guns. We load those things up with about 15 grains of black powder per shot, and then instead of a lead ball, we pack them down with cream of wheat. And that's because we're serial killers. So please just stay up on the sidewalk and you'll be just fine. But if you happen to wander out the street during this shootout, we would have to put a stop to the show for safety concerns, so we definitely don't want anybody getting hurt. Now, according to the August 19th edition of the Black Hills Pioneer newspaper, two gamblers named Johnny Barnes and Charlie Storms got into a disagreement over a game of cards. And the solution they came up with was to set themselves up as targets at a gallery and shoot it out. And the best place for this affray would be right over here on Gold Street. So we are just about on the exact location where this event actually occurred. Not even 2 weeks after poor old Wild Bill was shot and killed, the hills had once again rang with the lively notes of gunfire.
About time you shut up and got over here.
What are you telling, Chef?
I didn't tell you to shut up. I'll tell you what. I know I got this, and I'm gonna make it 10.
10, huh?
Yep.
Well, you beat me as you cheating, so I'll see your 10.
If you boys are playing like that, I must be beat. I'm out. I'll be over at my dry goods store, washing my fancy new windows.
I'll be over there in a minute, Mr. Wertheimer. I want to see how this hand turns out.
All right.
Come on, Johnny. Let's see his hand of yours.
Full house. King's over. How about that?
Now, hold on a minute there. My 4-7s would like to have a word with you. I knew you couldn't beat me unless you was cheating.
4-7s, huh?
Yeah, 4-7s.
Yeah, there ain't no way a fella could be that lucky. And you called me the cheat. You're the cheat.
Johnny, if you got a problem, I know a way to solve
You're calling me out on game. Get ready to meet your maker.
it. Johnny, this ain't no summer game. I'm gonna get my winners from you and see you fit for a wood coat.
Oh, Charlie, you get yours. Don't be in such a hurry to die.
Come on, Johnny. Go walk the whistle, Dixie. Pull that pistol of yours.
Tell you what, Chuck. You ain't getting my money or my life.
Now what darnation are you scruffy-looking nerf hunters doing? You shot out my fancy new window that I had shipped in all the way from Cheyenne and hit Mr. Ludwig here in the leg. Put an end to this ruckus right now.
What, how's this worth, Harvard? I'm not quitting until I get my money from that bummer. Bummer, huh?
Yeah.
You say we get back this, you stinking polecat?
No, I didn't hit anything. Wait.
What do you mean, wait?
I'm out.
Did I get you? How about now?
Nothing.
Dang it. Look like either one of us can hit anyway, things.
Oh, you got old Ludwig, though.
Yeah, more Thymer's window.
He ain't got that fancy window his, too.
Charlie, I don't believe either one of us are fated to die on this day.
I tell you what, let's keep it that way. Let's head on down to Little Man's and play poker to our separate customers, huh?
That rock gun on the shelf.
Now, after all was said and done, these two agents of chaos walked away unscathed. 10 shots fired, only 2 took effect. One in my fancy new window, the other one in poor old Ludwig. Don't worry about him though, the wound wasn't fatal. Now these two toughs weren't long for the Black Hills. Johnny Barnes heard about the new gold patch down in Colorado and wound up dying in Denver. And Charlie Storms wandered down to Tombstone. And old Charlie, never able to keep his gums from flapping, mouthed off to the infamous dapper Luke Short, received 3 slugs from Luke's Colt for his trouble. And that's the way things really were here in Deadwood when Barnes and Storms shot it out on Gold Street. Thank you much for coming, folks, and have a great Deadwood day.